We're set to go here in Tampa. The first ever face-off as the regular season begins. Belfour is in goal for the Blackhawks, and we are set to go, and hockey has arrived in the Sunshine State. We are underway. Smith gets it out. Crossman trying to flip it back in. He does. Oh, Hartman, a big check on the rookie, Krasov, and a penalty coming up here on Mike Hartman.
To Michael Hartman, you'll see him come into the play right here and watch him take Kravchuk off the skates and hard into the board.
At center ice, it is Adam Creighton along with Tucker and Contos, Zaminer and Ramage on the points as the Lightning clear it in. Behind the goal, Creighton takes a man out, centers, Zaminer to Contos, he scores! There it is, the first ever goal, scored by Chris Contos.
Well, that didn't take long at all, John.
The Lightning ahead 1-0. Adam Creighton, he gets the puck. Creighton in front to Zaminer. In front, they score! Contos again! And it's 2-0 for the Lightning! Oh, what a chance there for Lemieux. Now Russell back for the Blackhawks. Sends a bouncer and he scores! Russell! A fluky goal, and it's 2-1. 2-1, the Lightning ahead. In behind the goal, DeMaio with McRae and Semenov. Oh, McRae, a big hit on Marchman. He gets the puck. Here he comes in front. They score! Semenov after a great play. It's 3-1. What a goal there. Awesome setup by McRae. Here the Lightning again. Hodge cuts in a backhander, and he put it wide. Rieke on the point of shot. Now Zaminer a drive on goal. Hodge a shot. He scores! In Hodge! It's 4-1. Now lead pass to Roenick. He's dangerous. Here he comes. In front, Owen. The man cutting to the net, Krasov missed the pass. Those last two goals, only 19 seconds apart. Semenov and Hodge. And the Lightning break away. 2-on-1, DeMaio and Bergevin. DeMaio to Bergevin, a shot, he scores! Bergevin makes it 5-1! Woo-hoo! Creighton breaks it up for the Lightning. Backhander on goal, and Belfour makes the save. Krasov can't get it out. Rieke a shot. Contos a drive, he scores! Chris Contos scores his third goal. The hat trick in his first game in a Lightning uniform. The Hawks make a change here. They clear it in. Picked up by Grimson. A shot and a pad save by Young. Rebound. Noonan scores! They have a 4-on-3 power play. Rieke in the point. For Crossman. Back to Rieke. In front, they score! What a tip in there by Contos, his fourth goal of the game.
Number 16 in your program, folks, and number 1 in your hearts tonight is Chris Contos as he picks up his fourth goal here for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
At center, Ramage lifted high. Near that Chicago line, a big pile-up. And a whistle, and perhaps a penalty will be coming.
I believe it'll come to Adam Creighton as he hit number 3, Kravchuk, from behind. And now you can see Ruutu chirping in a little bit as Creighton will be escorted to the penalty box. Here's the penalty to Adam Creighton. Watch as he hits Kravchuk and puts his face right there against the glass. And whoa, baby, Kravchuk says.
And now 37 seconds to go in Creighton's boarding minor. Lemieux, what a hit there by Rieke on Lemieux. That was the year he had 8 goals in the one series alone against Edmonton. So he's capable of getting very hot in a short time, as Alan mentioned. Here's Goulet, a good shot. Rebound, he scores. Michel Goulet gets his own rebound, and while getting knocked down, he took his lumps but scored to make it 7-3. Now behind the play, we get a Lightning player involved in a delayed penalty here against Tampa Bay as the Blackhawks shoot it in. And now a fight, our first fight of this season. Hartman for Tampa Bay. And I think that's Buskus of Chicago.
Right, it is. And this came just as the puck was being dumped in on a delayed call to the Lightning. And you could see Buskus trying to get something going here late in this period so that they can carry something into the stadium on Sunday night when they play this team again. They're trying to set an example that they're not going to be pushed around and that they're upset over this score. And there's the brothers, Phil and Tony, who brought the Tampa Bay Lightning to Florida. And there's the score, 7-3 with 4:55. And
Ramage back for the Lightning to Anderson, looking to clear it. Hawks center it. Gilbert. Oh, he's upended by Ramage. A big hit there. And Young will hold on to now Ramage and Gilbert. They push. They drop the gloves. In comes Smith. And he and Ramage want each other. A couple of number 5s and a couple of tough guys.
Well, Smith didn't waste any time coming in here to help out Gilbert, who's a pretty tough guy in himself, but Ramage really went after Gilbert after some pushing and shoving in front of Wendell Young.
As close as I've... There it is.
Here's how it develops. You see the play along the boards, and Ramage, you'll see there with Gilbert, he gets hit, and then he gets back up. Now watch here. Ramage gives him another little shot, and then Gilbert gives him one back, and Ramage says, "Come on, big boy, you want to go?" And the linesmen get in and break them apart. You know, you saw a quick look there at Wayne Cashman, who played 17 years with the Boston Bruins. And Cashman said this morning at the morning skate that this would be a great test for them. They're up against a team that went to the Stanley Cup Finals last year. They're a physical team, a good road team. And there we take a look at Wayne, and he said, if we can pass this test, I'll feel very good after this game. Well, they have passed this test.
With straight A's.
A final tonight that will raise a few eyebrows around the NHL. The Tampa Bay Lightning, in their first game ever, stunned the Chicago Blackhawks. And it would be Chris Contos scoring the first goal in franchise history. 4:43 of the first period from Rob Sabner. Rocketing home the shot, the tap, and the goal. Chris Contos this evening, 4 goals and an improbable rout of Chicago.